When we play survival horror games, we know what we signed up for, which is surviving a bunch of horror. When we're playing a game that's not survival horror though, that's when we can be caught with our guard down by unexpectedly scary goings-on. Submitted for your approval, these video games so unexpectedly terrifying that we can never trust again, so thanks for that, games. Oh, and beware of spooky spoilers for the following. Ooh.
The year was 1992. I was a tiny child who wouldn't see Ridley Scott's film Alien for another 3 years, but I had a Mega Drive. Oh yes, and Ecco the Dolphin. I don't expect my parents saw any harm in me playing a game about an aquatic mammal sloshing around in the world's various oceans. This was almost edutainment, for God's sake. Little did they know that in this drippy, flippy side-scroller, I'd end up in a spaceship having an early encounter with the goddamn Xenomorph. Alright, technically she's a vortex queen, but I've seen the Alien quadrilogy since, and I know a Xenomorph when I see one. As if her giant, floating, hissing head weren't enough nightmare fuel, you had to kill her by dismantling her f***ing head. Oh God, you said I wouldn't have to look at it again!
No, I said you definitely would!
If you have played Minecraft, do you remember the first time you played Minecraft? Isn't this nice, you probably thought in your 2011 naivete? There's sunshine, nature, relaxing music. I guess I'll punch these trees and chill. Then came your first night. I don't know about you, but freaking out in a tiny mud hut while, wait, there are zombies? Okay, zombies, shamble around outside is not one of my top 5 ways to spend an evening. Also, by the way, Skyrim, it doesn't take giant photoreal spiders to give me the heebie-jeebies. Minecraft has less texture than Teflon, and yet whenever I hear this noise, it makes my skin crawl like right off my body and down the street. Why are they hissing?
You're not in pain, are you?
Huh?
You feel okay? Nothing bothering you?
What's wrong? Getting all friendly all of a sudden.
No, nothing. I'm glad you're okay.
I know what I was expecting from Metal Gear Solid. Tactical espionage action. Says it right there on the box. And also because it's Kojima, I don't know, a lingerie model with rocket launchers for arms or something. What I wasn't expecting was for it to take an abrupt swerve into full-on horror as I entered a corridor full of slashed-up corpses and inhuman cackling courtesy of an invisible monster. Probably a predator or something.
It's a ghost.
Or a cyborg ninja, I guess. Seems like Snake's learned his lesson by the time of GameCube remake The Twin Snakes though. Stay outside the corridor until you're absolutely sure he's done. I said until you're absolutely sure! I feel you, Otacon.
Speaking of Mega Drive experiences that were both aquatic and traumatic, Mike, how about the underwater levels from Sonic the Hedgehog? You know, these were the ones where you had to rush Sonic from air pocket to breathe, or he'd die gasping. You're not in Green Hill Zone anymore, kids. I think it was the hyper-stressful drowning music that generated like 90% of my terror. What colour does Sonic go when he's drowned? Makes you think.
In the beginning, BioShock is the exact opposite of scary. Well, unless you're scared of heights. But even when they're holding racist raffles and then later shooting at you, Columbia is more horrible and offensive than scary per se. So by the time you get to alternate Comstock House late on in the game, you're quietly confident that you and your fire hands can take care of whatever this place sends your way. Until this guy. The Boys of Silence were brainwashed guys imprisoned in short pants and sinister eyeless helmets. If they saw you, somehow, they'd do a scream I hear to this day in my worst stealth-based nightmares. There's just something about sinister, eyeless helmets that scares the bejeebus out of me. Weird, right?
Okay, what's this one then? The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. What? Zelda games are adorable. Why?
My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is my friend and colleague, Dr. Watson.
Sherlock Holmes? The famous detective?
2007 PC game Sherlock Holmes The Nemesis was everything you'd expect from a Sherlock Holmes adventure game. As long as you also expected an unforgettably sinister teleporting Dr. Watson. See, Watson would stand still whenever you, the world's greatest detective who isn't Batman, would look at him. But then when you looked away and back again... Gah! Jesus. Creepy Watson is a lot like those stone angels off of Doctor Who, but not as nice and reassuring. Watson, if you keep doing that, I'm gonna have to put a bell on you. Is he behind me right now?
The last transmission from the captain's dropship was from this area. That was over 12 hours ago. When you locate Captain Keyes, radio in, and I'll come pick you up.
If you didn't think it was possible to be scared inside half a ton of advanced power armor, then the original Halo has some news for you.
Stay back! Stay back! You're not turning me into one of those things! I'll blow your brains out! Get away from me!
In the level 343 Guilty Spark, it all goes a bit found footage horror when you witness the parasitic face nommers known as the Flood.
Sergeant, we're surrounded! God damn it, Jacob! Fire your weapon! Jacob!
From there, you spend the rest of the level backpedaling away from the Flood, crying behind your Mjolnir faceplate. Trust me, he's screaming inside there. Eventually the suit fills up with tears and you drown, I assume.
Those were the ostensibly non-horror games that had us sleeping with the lights on and the game disc in the freezer. Locked away forever. Safe in the freezer. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and we'll see you next time on Outside Xbox. Imagine, if you will, a playlist of videos that allows you to watch old Outside Xbox videos such as Show of the Week. You unlock this window with the key of imagination, and it has Show of the Week in it. And you unlock this window with the key of another thing, also imagination. If anyone's thinking of rebooting the Twilight Zone, give me a call. I could be the new Rod Serling. Anyway, that's my themed way of saying we've got playlists for all of our videos. And if you want to watch more of the stuff, no, not my Twilight Zone box set. I love it. Yes, you can watch more videos in these things. Imagine, if you will, come with me now into a dimension of sight and sound from Outside Xbox. Good night, and thank you for watching.